Hi everybody, this is my first Yankee Candle video for quite a while. Hope everybody's okay. Enjoy chatting to everybody on Team Yankee on Facebook. If you're not a member with us, I do hope you'll come and join us. I think it's probably the friendliest Facebook group there is on any subject. So come and talk to us all day and all night about Yankee Candles. You'll be more than welcome. Purpose of this video is a little bit different. The main theme of it is to talk about the new Centerpiece system. New to the UK, that is. Centerpiece was released in the UK at the beginning of the month. It seems like a lot longer already because so many people have bought Centerpiece, either there was an initial offering on QVC, all the Yankee Candle shops, people are talking about it. It feels like it's been out for months. It's been out in the USA for about a year. It's only been out in the UK for a month, but has it taken the UK by storm? I think so. People that like really strong scents love Centerpiece. It really throws out a lot of scent. I'll explain exactly what it is in a minute for the uninitiated, but I won't go on too long. But the main reason for this video is I did write an initial blog about Centerpiece, and I had mixed thoughts on it, to be fair. I think I used two really strong scents. I put one of the things that comes with it, milk cup, in the Centerpiece container, and it was too strong for me. I was sitting in the room, it made me feel ill. The scent was just crazy, it was overpowering, it didn't smell authentic to me. I had all sorts of problems, so I just kind of said, I actually put it back in the box and said, Centerpiece isn't for me. My wife didn't quite give up, so we, looking on the group as well, tried a few other things, and I've actually got it to work and found places. There are places that Centerpiece can reach that other Yankee Candles can't, so I'll go on to that in a minute. Anyway, my guest appearance here at the side is, burning today, Chamomile tea. Just before I get going, I've recently launched a scent strength guide on my blog. Now this came up, we had a chat on Team Yankee a little while ago about wouldn't it be a great idea if Yankee Candle, on the bottom of their jars, rated the scent strengths, or the scent throws, if you like, from their candles from 1 to 5. Because some are quite light, they're still nice, but they're very light, and some are super strong, just salted caramel, for example. You only have to take the lid off salted caramel and not burn it, and it fills your house, it's that strong. Other ones, you can burn them, and some people say they're hunting around. Definitely, if you put them in a hot room, or you put them in a kitchen, or where you've got kids and animals and stuff like that, you're not going to smell the light scented candles. But if you put them in a cold, kind of dark room, and you go in and out, you'll notice them. So I've rated the most recent Yankee Candles that I can remember from 1 to 5 in terms of scent strength. Those that are 1, people are saying, oh no, they're terrible, you can't smell them. A lot of the ones that I've rated as 1 are some of my very favourites. Yes, they are light scents. Yes, they're not going to kind of fill the whole room and be totally noticeable, but they do change the atmosphere, and you can kind of step into the room and feel it. And as I say, if you burn them in a colder, quieter room, like this is a room we've got at the front of the house here that doesn't get a huge amount of traffic, and you can smell loads of stuff in here. Anyway, so have a look at the scent guide. I'm going to expand it with each week's burn review that I do. And so far the reaction's been pretty good. Nobody's going to agree with me totally because it's all personal perception, but it's based on what I like, which is the large jar scents and the strength of those. So anyway, what we've got burning today, guest candle, chamomile tea. It's Saturday morning, so chamomile tea to me is a lovely fragrance to kind of wake up and get going with. I've been up for a while, but this one kind of brings you into the day quite gently, and it's lovely. And scent strength, again, it doesn't blow the walls down, but it is fairly strong, so I'd give this one a kind of 3 out of 5. It's noticeable, it's got a lovely kind of honey tinged sweet notes. If you do find it, you may still find a few, it's been retired for a little while, you may still find a few votives and tarts hanging about. It's definitely worth picking up, and if you are lucky enough to get a jar, lovely chamomile tea. And it was a European exclusive, I think, yeah, that's chamomile tea. Anyway, we're here for Centerpiece, I don't want to go on too long. Centerpiece, right, okay, this is a Centerpiece, this is the one I've got. It's called Noah and Black, and it's quite, this is one of the smaller ones. Some of them are absolutely huge. They look a bit like ice buckets, to be honest. They're mammoth. And what is Centerpiece for? It's a home fragrancing system, so for people that have never tried Yankee Candles or whatever, and want to have a huge blast of fragrance around a big house, or you know what, even in a hotel or a pub or something like that. Centerpiece is fantastic because you pop one of these milk cups in, you take the lid off, you pop one of these in, you switch it on, and on a low kind of simmering heat it belts out this fragrance around the place. So this one's called Noah Black. It's got a nice Yankee Candle logo in there. I don't know if you can quite see that. The thing with the UK ones compared to the US ones is they have kind of on and off switches and timers. We don't. We just basically get the centerpiece and a plug. I think it's something to do with health and safety regulations because these are probably manufactured in the USA. So what they probably have to do, I think, let me just see. It says made in China, but they're geared towards the USA market, I guess, unless we ever get any UK exclusive. So I think what they probably have to do, they have to disconnect the US power system and put on a UK power cord, and it's either too expensive or I don't know if it's health and safety regulations or whatever, but we don't get the timers, we don't get the on and off switches, we just get the plug and the system. But anyway, Centerpiece this is Noah Black, and it's 14 watts, which is quite low. There are some that burn at a lower wattage than this, so it burns at a very low, gentle heat. So Yankee Candle will never say you can leave these unattended, but you can probably kind of like stick one of these upstairs or something like that. And the whole idea of the thing is you've got this kind of domed interior. I'll very briefly go over this for those that aren't familiar with Centerpiece. And you buy these milk cups, which are quite expensive. These are $5 in the USA and they're £5 in the UK, which means we're paying way too much for them. So go around the discount sites and don't pay £5 for them because they're not worth it if they're $5 in America. We don't pay £28 for a large jar. We pay £22 for a large jar, and they're $28 in America, so we shouldn't be one for one. I think we're being ripped off on the milk cups. Yankee Candle, take note. They're not worth a fiver. £4 probably not bad for them. They last 24 hours each, which is amazing, and they are... The thing about them that makes them so strong is they're not the normal Yankee Candle wax. Again, I'm only going this based on what I've read on our group and people that kind of know their stuff. It's super concentrated wax, so... It's probably, I don't know whether that means it's actually got more fragrance oil in it, but because it's super concentrated, it's going to really pack a punch. It's like having, I don't know, probably they're even, you know, the tarts are quite crumbly, aren't they? This is super thick concentrated wax, much more concentrated than you're going to get in the jars, and each one of these lasts 24 hours. So even for a £5, if you are unfortunate enough to pay the retail price, you know, you're going to get a good bang for your buck. Now my problem was that they were just too strong. The first two I burned were the two strongest fragrances. I got 4 initially. Pineapple Cilantro and Lemon Lavender are killer in this, and even the biggest Centerpiece fans on our group have said if you put Lemon Lavender in here, even if you're kind of in the next room, it's going to make you feel ill. It's way too strong for Centerpiece. Yankee Candle, what were you doing? I know it's a popular fragrance, but this one is going to blow your head off and make you feel ill. Pineapple Cilantro wasn't much better. Now, the solution we found, and the reason I've reevaluated Centerpiece, is you can pop the milk cup in the freezer, so they kind of look like that. If you after about 15 minutes, just give it a little push or a shake or whatever, and the wax will pop out. You can chop the wax up, and I would say put about a third of one of these back into your milk cup, enough to cover the base basically. So that's what we've done with Pineapple Cilantro, for example. So you can see that is 1/3 of a milk cup. So that's not going to give you the humongous... It still gives you quite a good throw because it's based on the width of the candle, so it's still quite strong, but it's not going to give you that super... God, it's even strong taking the lid off. Wow. It's not going to give you that super intensity that a full milk cup gives you, which is just too strong. And where we found using these in the summer, particularly, which it is now, is we've got a conservatory, or if you've got a really sunny room or an orangery, which are quite popular these days, at the back of your house, it's really hot in there. You try lighting a large jar in there, you're not going to get any scent at all unless you stick your nose right over the candle. The scent just dissipates in the heat, it disappears, it goes up. If you've got a conservatory, it'll go up through the roof or whatever. You can't get a throw on a really hot sunny day if you've got a, you know, sunny facing conservatory. However, you stick Centerpiece on in the corner of the room, bang. Sorry Kevin, nearly nicked your pal there. It gives you a good throw, and you can get scent in your hot conservatory rooms. We've been dying for that. We've had a conservatory for years. I've been into Yankee Candle. This is now my third summer, I think. Third summer, yeah. Never really been a hot day. We have to bring the candles indoors, and you're kind of wishing you'd got scent out there. Centerpiece does the job. It will fill your really hot room with fragrance, so that's fantastic, isn't it? So, sorry, just losing my picture on there. So a third of one of those in a hot room, fantastic. Not all bad news with Centerpiece. If I've scared you off with the big scent, so it's not just that. Lemon lavender, we've done the same thing, just to show you. 1/3 of a lemon lavender milk cup there. They're not all that strong. God, that's again just taking the lid off that lemon lavender. Red apple wreath, for example, I haven't used yet. Is a Christmassy scent, and that's why I haven't used it. The medium strength kind of Yankee fragrances, which again I hope my scent strength guide may help a bit with that, apparently aren't as intense in Centerpiece, so you can use a bit more. Certainly I can clean cotton, which was the other one I had, which I've never liked before. I put that in Centerpiece, and actually it was really nice. On a rainy day, you know, a bit of clean cotton in Centerpiece, it smelled a bit different to how it burns as a candle to me. That I didn't like the kind of burning smell going in with that detergenty freshness you get with clean cotton, but in Centerpiece, it was lovely, especially like I say on a rainy day. The clean washing smell, whatever, it's like you've brought your clothes in from the washing machine and you're drying them and your towels. It really, you know, I never thought I'd say I'd become a clean cotton fan, but in Milk Cup, in Centerpiece, fantastic. So yeah, basically what you do, you stick one of these milk cups in here, it pulls across very slowly because of the low wattage, and you can get up to 24 hours out of one of them. If you get bored with it, you can just pop it off. It re-solidifies fairly quickly. Pop it out, stick another one in. So it's not like tarts where you have to scrape stuff out. You just pop one in if you get fed up, and you can change them around. You're only limited by the number of milk cups you've got, obviously. The other thing you can do is you can use ordinary tarts and votives. Again, Yankee Candle won't recommend this, but I'm not worried about that. What you can do, so like I said before, you stick your milk cup in the freezer and pop the milk cup wax out, and you can put a whole tart in or a whole votive. And I haven't used this yet myself, but my wife's done it. She says it's fair. This is actually an under the palms votive. Votives, as you know, are hit and miss in terms of fragrance. We normally crumble them into the jars as a bit of top up, or we put them in the melt warmer, stick them in the milk cup, and use as normal. You're not going to get the 24 hours out of a votive or a tart. You'll still only get from a tart 6 to 8 hours like you would, because it's not super concentrated wax. Votive, again, I don't know how long. I'm going to try this one out shortly after I finish filming this one and see how under the palms is in the milk cup. But there you go. So, and I guess the other thing, you know, Yankee jars and stuff, you do get waste, don't you? I mean, you can recycle the glass or reuse it for other things. Milk cups, I guess you keep these things going. I don't know how long they're going to last. I've never heard of anyone say, my milk cups, I can't use it anymore, I've got to go and buy a new one. They last as long as you keep topping them up with different fragrances, so hopefully you don't get too much waste with them unless you keep buying millions and millions of milk cups, because again, they're quite a lot of plastic material and stuff in one of these. You know, you can imagine millions and millions of these. Whether you're environmental or not, I don't know. I don't like waste, but I'm not going to buy too many milk cups. But you can keep reusing them, so that's a good thing. So, Centerpiece then, it's a low heat home fragrancing system, all sorts of options. Found a great use for it, really like it. I'm really looking forward to actually autumn and winter when I'm not using it on conservatory. Again, I will take this upstairs with red apple wreath, and if I get any others, fill the whole upstairs. Imagine just putting it on an hour or so before you go to bed, flicking it off when you go upstairs. You walk upstairs at night, the week before Christmas, and you can smell red apple wreath across your whole upstairs. Oh, that sounds so fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. Anything else I wanted to talk about today? No, I think that was it really. So thank you for watching, and I've gone around the houses a bit, but that's my re-evaluation of Centerpiece. I do recommend it. They're about £25 each. Which isn't too bad. I think these are a little bit too much at £5 each, but hunt around. I think the price will come down as they've, not the RRP, but from other sellers and stuff, the price will come down as they become more commonplace in the UK. I do believe, I've heard some rumours, there are going to be some more fragrances coming out early in the new year, so that's exciting for people. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my chamomile tea, go out to the conservatory, have some under the palms as well. So thank you very much for watching my first video for a while. That's it. I'll see you on Team Yankee Global. If you don't want to come on Facebook, please talk to me on my blog or even on YouTube. You know, people don't talk to me on YouTube very much. You can. I will have a look at comments and reply if I can. So thank you very much. I'll see you soon. And if I can find the off button, goodbye.